welcome back to DeForest Hobbies. We're working on Space Battleship Yamato, Volume 50. Woohoo! And looks like we're going to be working on some of the gun parts, building a guns, and actually building the part of the lower part of the hull here. Looks like we're going to be, adding the lower part of the gun, closing it in. So that's ready to go, and adding the upper piece that we made in the last episode to this one. This is basically the operating room, the operator's booth, and that the sending booth, I should say, where they're sending out commands, radio commands and stuff. And this is the DJ booth when they were doing doing ship stuff and things, and music, I guess, when they had it. This is the Andromeda class, the ZZZ-01, but this is the Andromeda class one, which will be coming up after the Yamato is built. That is going to be the next ship that's going to be built. It's a continuation of the Yamato. And this is basically showing the upper, lower, and side view of that ship. And then this is episode 14, part 1 of the Yamato series, where they find, I think this is where it says Teresa found, I think, or Torzo or whatever. So that is all there is in that. It looks like we're going to be doing a motor. I may end up bundling this with some other thing because it won't take that long to do that motor part. But that is what we're going to be doing in this stage. So let's get to seeing the parts. Alright, here we are at stage 50 right here with looks like we got the lower hull piece. It looks like we got some more parts. Was for the gun turret that we were making this on the second one, and we'll get the parts out here. And get these parts out gingerly. Throw away our clamshell that we got, and we're gonna put this. We got stuff falling down here. Okay, put that off to the side for right now, those two things. And all of our screws are in the same thing here. So we've got, let's see what we got going on here. We want to use the lower, the smaller ones here. We won't need the split washers at the moment. We're going to bring this back over with our gun turrets and stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to put, let's see here, what are we putting in first? We've got to put, okay, this piece here goes in first to make sure that the guns are down, right? No. We put this in first, and then we place the guns down on it like that. And then we put this piece on top like so. So we can set that down like that, there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back here, this piece, and we are going to slip one of each of these through here, this one through, and then we're going to slip this one through, like so. It don't matter with these because these are the lights, so they're probably going to get marked with certain ones here. We get that pushed down, and we're going to go right down to the base here. Make sure our guns are set up So we can press this right down in there, like so. And we're going to put 4 screws in. And we're going to, why is that like that? Why is that not sitting right? That's sitting on there. Make sure we got this sitting. Oh, there we go. We gotta kind of, what is going on here? Got that, and are them sitting down in there where they're supposed to be? That. Yep. Go over there. We are having technical difficulties here at the moment. We're trying to figure out why we're having it. Is it because I'm pushing them up? Maybe that's why. Could be that's why. That's interesting that it's not setting. It's not setting correctly right there for some reason. And I'm trying to figure out why. Oh, there we go. I think I just need to get it down in there. Why is that not? Something's not sitting right here. I'm trying to figure this. Those are going down in there. That's going down in there. Are those upside down? I bet those are upside down. How much you want to bet that Dummy Howard put these in upside down? You know why? Because these are supposed to be up. There we go. And them are supposed to be down. Alright. Now we get this over here. Put this back in the center. Head 4. Like so. If it's not sitting right, it's probably something wrong that you've done wrong. Always check. Don't try to force it sometimes unless you really know. And look at that. Well, if I'd have known that, paid attention, I would have had that. Somebody will probably either catch that in the comments in my other video, and I probably wouldn't have seen it. But we're going to take 4 of these little screws here. This is going in the metal top. We're going to put 4 screws into there. Get this one started. Another one in there. Contrary to belief, this was called, I want to say it was called Star Blasters, Star Blazers, if I recall. Somebody telling me that that was the name of the original series, was what it was called. It wasn't really actually called Space Battleship Yamato. All right. And one final one here goes in there. Yes. So now it's flush. And those guns sit up there, and as that turret goes around, it'll make each of those go bloop, 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 hopefully. So that's all that to do in that thing there. Now we'll bring over these pieces here. And we are going to get rid of those 2 little screws there. Well, bring these back over here. We get our split washers out. Now, cut that open. go. And okay, so now we're going to take this here again, and we're going to put this with the triangle to the triangle down here like that, using that again. Then I remember from the last time we used that a little bit there, that angle. So we'll grab ourselves a screw here, split washer. Puts a little Earl on there, because Earl likes it. And we put one screw in. Sometimes these screws are so long that you're just like, wow. Thank you. Get it taken care of. Pardon me for coughing on you. We're having high winds tonight. Doing this stuff here. And comes and goes. Supposed to be, we might get rain and snow tonight, which is so much fun. Guess we don't have to worry about that out in space, having snow and rain. We just got to worry about breathing. Okay, so we got that on there, and then we're going to bring this back across, and of course here's the magnet. We got that in there. We'll set that like that, and we will continue putting in our screws here with these split washers here. Get on there. Get on there. I hope you've been enjoying the builds or what I've got. Man, check out my other builds that I've got going on. I got a Valkyrie going on, and been doing a Volvo 122S, and I actually just started a Porsche. I've got a lot of builds that I've done in the past, but never online and that, so I decided to do something a little different with some of the cars and just kind of do shorts as I did each stage. No intros or exits, outros, but these here have intros and outros because I figured, well, not too many of these are being shown on YouTube. So this one in the Valkyrie, they're something that not too many people on this side of the world gets to see like they do in Japan. Although there's a bunch of us that would like to have these come over, and I decided to bite the bullet and get one off from eBay. And then of course I added a couple other ones, but anyways, speaking of that, there we go. There is stage 50, yay, and 49, I think it was either 49, put together, and complete. So I'm assuming probably the next one will be either putting this on the hull or adding on the bottom piece or something. So we will talk to you later in the next episode. Bye for now. Well, if you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching. And remember, mental note, like and subscribe. to be updated to all my content. And thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you later.